This is an update on SWBI, Smith & Wesson Brands, a company in the aerospace and defense sector, a firearm manufacturer. We have this bullish falling wedge pattern, primary downtrend line here off the July 2020 highs with plenty and continuous reactionary highs to help validate that, alongside the secondary downtrend line here off the April highs with, again, plenty and continuous reactionary highs to help validate that. Put in a huge divergent low, secondary divergent low with a minor divergent low here on the RSI. Beautiful divergence with bullish and or positive divergences that had continued to construct and establish themselves really on all three indicators going back as far as November, December of 2021. And they've only grown larger here. And I'd mentioned a breakout above this primary downtrend line here coincided with the 1454 price resistance alongside that 50-day moving average. And it's been on a pretty nice run since. Darn near hit my first target here, just as I had mentioned in my previous video, and that's good for an 8% scalp, 8% gains, a little bit more than the S&P 500 average returns of 7%. You could take some profit here in only a week. We'd like to see maybe a retest of this 50. I'd like to see that come back to that 1454, which will coincide with the 1454 price resistance, and would it be another beautiful objective entry. Maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe we go and test that 1622 price resistance tomorrow and start to, because we've already peaked inside the bottom of the gap here off the March gap here. So if we go to backfill, that would be my ultimate second target right there at that 1824 price resistance for another 16%. So we'll see how it plays out. I'll keep you updated when I see anything of more significance. But just going back here, this represents this arrow right here in this time frame was the George Floyd protest, and as you can tell, that was good for 192% in gains. And this green arrow here was the Derek Chauvin case, which resulted in a 126% gain. So there's a lot of fundamental factors coming out now, and again, I cannot stress to you how much that the charts usually create the news here, and usually a magnitude, a fundamental case could also take it there, but we've got the technicals here already in place to establish that next big move, but alongside some fundamental basis would result in a pretty significant gain in my opinion. So we'll see how it plays out. Really, what was really more significant off this bullish falling wedge off this primary downtrend line was these candles we really hugged and consolidated amongst that for many weeks. Just hugged it, and usually when a well-defined primary trend line, whether it's to the upside or to the downside, when it usually hugs and consolidates the trend line of that magnitude, it usually can sometimes have a spitfire of a huge move, really in either direction. So we'll see how it plays out. Have your stop set up. Great risk reward. I'll take this risk reward ratio position every single time. So we'll see how it plays out. I'll continue to update you if I see any more significance of this stock, and hit that like and subscribe button on your way out.